getting started here. Had some issues getting the setup taken care of, so if you can give me just a couple minutes, guys, we'll get started here. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm hoping you can see my main screen here on our webinar. Today's webinar is our Double Trouble Customer Merge feature. This is a brand new feature coming out soon in a build near you for Paladin. It's not currently available for customers. It is currently available for Paladin support. I'll go into detail on that a little more later here today. The goal for this webinar is to get you guys familiar with and ready for the customer merge feature when it comes out, so you can use it to merge any duplicate accounts that you have into a single account with Paladin, and we will get this started. As you notice here, the technician level is about intermediate. This is a little entailed, and we'll get going. So what is on the agenda today? We're going to go ahead and get started here with what is the customer merge feature is first up. We'll go on a little in-depth procedure of what that entails, what it includes, and what happens during the customer merge. Next on the agenda would be what are the benefits of merging accounts. We'll go ahead into that and go over the different benefits that we have. We'll also go into a demo of the customer merge feature, and then we'll leave some time at the end for any question and answers that we can go along with. All right, there we go. So what is the customer merge feature? The customer merge feature will allow you to merge a primary account and a duplicate account inside a Paladin point of sale into one new account. The way it does this is through the customer merge feature. You will bring up the primary account in Paladin point of sale, which has its own account name, phone number, rewards number, and other information, its own set of transaction history, account balance, and pricing plans. You will hit the Control M button on the keyboard, search for the duplicate account, which has its own set of account information, including transaction history, account balance, and pricing plan. Merge that together through the customer merge feature to get one single merged customer account. This will not only keep the primary account's name, phone number, rewards number, or credit card information, but it will merge and add together the primary and duplicate account's transaction history, account balance, and pricing plan, so you have it all in one spot. That being said, if the primary account has a transaction history of $20 and the duplicate account has a transaction history of $5, their combined transaction history total would be $25. And I was just informed by my organizer you can't see my screen, so we'll get this going here. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right, there we go. It should be better. All right, I'm going to go through that one more time real quick so you guys can get the visual with that. The customer merge feature takes the primary account and the duplicate account, merges them together so that you have a combined transaction history, account balance, and pricing plans, as well as keeping the primary account's account name, phone number, email address, rewards number, any other additional information on the account. That's why it's very important when doing a customer merge that the primary account you are choosing, or one of the two accounts you're choosing as the primary account, is the account you want to keep the name, phone number, rewards number, and other information on. If you have pertinent information like that on the duplicate account that you want to switch over to the primary account, you'll need to do that before the merge in order to keep that information. So what are some of the benefits of merging accounts? Keeping all of the customer's information in one place is one of the biggest benefits of doing so. Say a husband and wife come in and they want to set up a family account, but the husband created an account and 20 minutes later the wife comes in and creates a different family account. Now you have a duplicate account and two different accounts you're not sure what to do with. The customer will get two different statements. They'll have to add them together. It'll be hard to ask which account you want the customer to ring up under when they come to the counter. So merging accounts will put those two accounts in one single account for the family, making it easier not only to keep all the history in one place, but also easier to check them out. Maintaining all the history for all transactions under one account is a big benefit for this as well. You don't have to search for a specific invoice under two different accounts. It's all in one place. This will consolidate account balances and pricing plans. So if account A has outstanding balance of $50, account B has an outstanding balance of $25, and you merge those two accounts, their consolidated account balances will be $75. Included with that is merging of the pricing plans, where if the first account has a, let's say, employee discount of 5%, and account B, or the duplicate account, has a pricing plan of, let's say, like a contractor's benefit, you can go ahead and merge those together, and both of those pricing plans will be under that merged account. This will make bookkeeping easier. You don't have to try and add up two different accounts. It's all in one spot, and it'll also reduce your checkout time, making for faster checkout. Now we're going to move forward into a demo of the customer merge feature. Got a little fun demo for you guys coming up here. But the most important thing about this, which I want to go over right now, is that merging customer accounts cannot be undone. So the most important thing about this entire process I want you guys to take home is, before you do a customer merge, is to do a backup of your database by opening up Paladin Point of Sale, clicking 6 Backup, and clicking OK to go ahead and back up your database. Make sure all your information is saved and good to go. With that, we're going to bring up Paladin here and get started. For our customers here, we've got two different customers. We've got Bruce Wayne and we've got Batman, the Dark Knight. Now, in order to hide Batman's identity, we're going to go ahead and merge him with Bruce Wayne's account. That being said, Bruce Wayne is going to be our primary account because he has information that we want to go ahead and keep, including his email address and rewards number. You'll notice that he has a pricing plan of Wayne Enterprise Employee Discount. So we'll go ahead and include that in the merge. His outstanding transaction history has one transaction for a total of $113,150. And we can go ahead and bring up that invoice here so you guys can see that. Bring that over here to this monitor so you guys can see it here. There we go. So he bought a Kryptonite bundle, the Tumbler Armored Tank, and some Batman Ninja Throwing Stars for his fight against Superman here on May 5th. So that's where that invoice came from. If we jump over now to Batman the Dark Knight, just so you can see how that account is set up, Batman's account does not have any rewards number. He does have some sales history, a previous transaction of $12.25, which he promptly paid off on April 1st. So the total account balance once we merge here, our transaction history amount should be $113,000, $162.25. So we'll see that in the customer merge. So we're going to go ahead and go back to Bruce and select him as our primary account. And in order to bring up the customer merge window, we're going to go ahead and press Control-M on our keyboard to bring up the customer merge window. This is where you can search for the duplicate account by any information that the duplicate account has. I didn't show it to you guys very well on Batman's account, but these two accounts are connected based on the address they are using. So we're going to go ahead and deselect everything except for contact address, and then we're going to click the search button. And you'll notice that we'll go ahead and pull up our duplicate account of Batman the Dark Knight. In order to select this as the account that we want to merge, you're going to click the merge checkbox next to active here, and then come down to the merge button in the bottom right hand corner and click merge. This will bring up a database merge window, which will bring up a warning to make sure that your database is backed up. Again, a merge cannot be undone, so you want to make sure you back up the database before you do a customer merge. I can't stress that enough. Another good point to take home is to go ahead and do this outside of store hours in case you need to restore that backup if anything goes wrong with merging the accounts. But we backed up our database, so we're going to go ahead and click yes. And the customer data merge was a success. That was complete. We're going to go ahead and click OK. And you'll notice that that will refresh the tables, bring you back to the customer merge window, or customer window, excuse me, or module. And we have Bruce Wayne, our one account selected. You'll notice if I bring the customer drop-down list here, Batman is no longer found. That is fine. We have merged him successfully with Bruce Wayne. You'll notice we have an additional pricing plan, which was merged. We have a Justice League member pricing plan added with the Wayne Enterprise employee pricing plan. So those are there and good to go. We're going to head over to Credit tab and see the sales total for the last 12 months. You'll notice our $12.25 was added onto the $113,150 for Bruce Wayne from Batman's account, bringing up our complete customer-friendly total sales history to that amount. If we click on that magnifying glass, you will also see the payments and other transactions from Batman's account transferred over to Bruce Wayne's account. If we go ahead and open up one of these invoices, you will also notice, once I get it open here, bring it over to my other window so you guys can see it here, that Batman's name was changed to Bruce Wayne on the actual invoice itself if you needed to reprint this invoice. So that is very cool and will definitely help in merging accounts to keep it under one account and one account name. So that is how you merge accounts inside of Paladin Point of Sale through the upcoming Customer Merge feature. Again, this isn't available for you guys yet. It is something that is coming soon. We hope to have ready for you guys in our next general release. We're going to go ahead and head back to our slides here in PowerPoint. So we just went through the Customer Merge demo. And now we're going to open this up for any question and answers that you guys might have for us to go through that I might answer while we're on the air.
Stuart, Andrew Morris is wanting to know, when is this going to be available, or a rough time frame?
Gotcha. Well, Drew, we are hoping to have this out in our next general release. Preliminary time is sometime around next September. So we're hoping to have this around September or around that point in time or somewhere shortly thereafter.
Okay, Stuart, we got a couple more questions. Danielle, I can answer your question real quick. She wants to know, is the only way to open an invoice is by creating a PDF? Danielle, no. This just happens to be the settings that are inside this database for Paladin. So traditionally, it will automatically just open up in a PDF form, but you don't have to actually create it, if that answers your question. And then Cindy, Stuart, this is going to be for you. Cindy Sawyers has a question of, is this for house accounts only?
That is correct, Cindy. If a customer has a duplicate account inside of Paladin Point of Sale, it has to be a house account inside of Paladin in order to merge it with another account inside of Paladin Point of Sale. Now, this feature is a little broader. We have a similar feature in the inventory merge, which will also be coming around the same time. But that, again, is different from the customer merge. Customer merge is only for our house accounts inside of Paladin.
And to add on to that answer, Cindy, keep in mind a common mistake that people have inside Paladin is when we say house account, it doesn't mean that they have to be charging. So when we say house account, that means any sort of account that has been created inside Paladin. So even if this customer pays cash all the time, you can still create an account for them. You don't have to give them a credit limit. So just because they have an account, or a house account, so to speak, does not mean that it has to charge, if that makes sense. So keep that in mind. If it's something similar, like for example, you have Bruce Wayne who comes in all the time, then it's not a big deal. You can make them an account, but they can still pay cash all the time. And Stuart, she adds on ACE Rewards. Will this work with ACE Rewards customers and their accounts? Stuart? Stuart, are you still with me? Okay, so it looks like we may have dropped Stuart, not on purpose, but to answer your question, Cindy, with ACE Rewards, it should work just fine with ACE Rewards, because Stuart had mentioned inside the PowerPoint that you have rewards numbers to point out, so ACE Rewards customers should work just fine. Okay, hold on, I'm getting an answer. Okay, so as long as the ACE Rewards number is on the primary account, it will work just fine. So to add on to that, just to make sure that it's on the primary account, and then it will work just fine. Are there any other questions at this time? See, does the pricing plan automatically revert to the primary account? Okay, let me see if I can grab Stuart real quick. Give me one sec. He knows more about this feature than I do. All right, he's coming over to my desk right now to answer some of these questions, and I'll have them read. actually live. So here's the first one from Dawn.
All right, Don. Got a question. Does the pricing plan automatically revert to the primary account? If the primary account has a pricing plan on it already, it'll stay on that account during the merge. Any other pricing plans that are on the duplicate account when you merge will be associated with the new account, which is the updated primary account, which will have both those pricing plans on it. All right, and then we got a question from John. If Batman comes in and tries to access his account, will he now need to know the account will be Bruce Wayne's? Yes. So he'll need to know that he's going to ring up the account under the merged account that he has in Paladin. So the customer definitely needs to be involved in this process, letting them know that the two accounts that you have are going to be merged under one name. And then if the customer wants to rename the customer at that point in time, that's also an option. Are there any other questions at this time? All right. If that's it, we're going to move forward to the next slide, which I'll have to bring up on my other computer here. Actually, we got one more question coming up here from Dawn. Will there be an option to choose which pricing plan to use? Yes, Dawn. After you merge the accounts, both the pricing plans will be there. If you wanted to deselect a pricing plan from the customer account at that point in time, you can go ahead and do so and leave only the pricing plan you want to use for that account. And if there's no more questions here, we're going to go ahead and move forward. Webinar is concluded. We're going to go ahead and let you guys go. The other thing to keep in mind is once this does become available to the public, you can search for how to merge customer accounts in the knowledge base articles, and you can find a write-up step-by-step walkthrough on the procedure we went through today to help you guys out in the future with merging customer accounts. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.